think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
And if you was instead of hating, you'd be ballin' too. I know you seen us falling too. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it, cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's gator haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch. Can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bridge, you talk to the hand. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, God, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them. Get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me neither. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper and women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, ma. Fly you down here and lay you up in my beach.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more.
His brain's gone, nigga.
It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting.
We really hit it, nigga.
We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals.
Break that shit down, nigga.
AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2, gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner.
5 boy sale, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.
SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no.
I got all those things, nigga.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I can just leave a nigga bleeding. smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sonny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean? Talking about smoke and we still living in the same bitch. No, sir. You don't got smoke with me, baby. You'd have been dead, huh? G-Stack, bitch. Whatever I fuck up, Tom gon' fix it, nigga. Y'all know what the fuck going on, bitch. Who want smoke, nigga? Y'all know I blow that shit, nigga.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it.
What up, what up, what up? Peace and blessing, everybody. Sorry about that. My wife always calls at the same. My wife knows what time I come online, right? She knows what time I come on. And we go the whole day. She don't say shit the whole day. But it's like some reason she has to call and bother me right before I get online. Like she does it every fucking day, just like try to damn to say, yeah, nigga, I can stop what you're doing. What you talking about, 2 Cent? Y'all know what the fuck going on, bitch. I felt that. What's that? She I'm just saying, dog, like she do that shit every fucking day. Oh yeah, you talking about when he talked in the back in the end, yeah. Like she do it every day. Tracking 327, salute King, peace and blessings, all things, big AMC FSG in the building, salute. My nigga Terrell Davis, what it do, homie? Peace and blessings to you. Banks Hayes in the building, big AMC FSG in the building, the beautiful Miss Ty Drakeford. How you doing, Queen? Salute, salute. Bruh 6500 in the building. What it do? What it do? My nigga Rod Walker, Shalom King, peace and blessings to you, homie. Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well with you. My nigga Light Skin Business in the building. Salute King. Lee Jackson, what it do, homie? Peace and blessings to you. Peace and blessings to the beautiful 2 Cent. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the 2 Cent in the building. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that queen right there. Yeah, 2 Cent. I've been with this motherfucker over 17 years, so she knows how to, she knows, like, she knows certain things don't bother me. So, you know, she does what she like, a lot of times I just sit there and, like, ignore what the fuck she's doing and shit. But one thing about my wife, like, my wife is a psycho for real. Like, I remember one time I had pissed her off. And like she had told me she was moving back to Georgia. So I was like, okay, you take my daughter, but you ain't taking my son, right? So this was like in, I think this was like 2015. My son was like 2 years old. My daughter, she was like 7. B-Dog, salute King. And so she had got pissed off, said she going back to her mom's and everything. And like, it was a whole bunch of shit. So I had one of my drivers meet me outside the condo, and I took my son because she had the car keys. I wasn't supposed to drive and shit. So I opened up like the doors to the condo. My little son, he walked out while she's still sitting there arguing and shit. So I snuck out the door with him, picked him up. We ran to the car and took off. We went to the hood. And see, my wife ain't from North Carolina or Winston-Salem, so she don't know shit about the hood. Now, she can track me now, but if I got my location off, she don't know how to track me. So, you know, bruh. And so I'm still out there trapping, but I dropped my son off at my grandma's house, right? Shout out to my brother Marquis, big AMCFSG. So, I'm out there trapping. I'm at the hood. I'm out there trapping, trying to get that, get my shit off. So she calls my phone back to back to back. I don't answer. So she'll sit there and keep calling it back to back to back. So now I can't get no sales calling through because she calling both phones. And I'm like, how is she calling both fucking phones at the same time? So I cut the phones off for like 30 minutes, right? This is no lie. I cut the phones off for 30 minutes. Matter of fact, no. She was calling my trap phone, not the regular phone. My trap phone, she know my business phone. She wasn't calling the regular phone. But see, none of my people had the other number. So I cut that phone off for 30 minutes. Now, 30 minutes. As soon as I cut that shit back on, it rung. Like it didn't even have to go through the damn startup screen. It's ringing. I'm like, God damn. I said, did you sit there call my shit for 30 fucking minutes while it was off? She said, you goddamn right. Like, I'm telling you, you cannot ignore this woman, man. She goes fucking crazy, dog. Like, bruh, I put my shit on silent, bruh. I say I had 433 missed calls in like an hour, bro. Like, she is very dedicated. Like, that's why whenever I just be like, let me answer this shit just to hear what the fuck she got to say. Because if not, and she's not the type that if you miss the call, like, she gonna keep calling till you answer that shit. So I just be like, all right, man, I found out in over 17 years, I realized it's a lot easier. Just go ahead and answer, listen to what the fuck she got to say, and be done with it. If not, you just gonna be fucking ducking for a minute. Shout out to Hands team in the building, man. I love her though, but she's really fucking. She done changed a lot. My mom said it's because of me, bro. Like, she was a good girl. She's still a good girl though. Like, she only been with one nigga before me though. Like, I called her young, but her grandma was very strict with her growing up. Her mom, like, she had beef with her mom coming up. Like, her mama was entitled and felt like her kids were supposed to, but her grandma was really religious. Her grandma was Indian and was like a real Navajo, but she was like really religious. And, she was brought up under strict, and her dad wasn't playing no games either. But, yeah, like, she was happy when I paid her phone bill one time. It was like $40-something, and I paid her phone bill like in 08, 09. And the fact that she was so fucking grateful for that, like, it showed me she was a whole different motherfucking person. Cause like, I would get a bitch a bag or something one time, and the motherfuckers was like entitled. But like, this is when I had first came home from prison and everything. You feel me? From doing my damn fed bid. And the fact that she was so entitled, and then she didn't even know who I was because she was in a different state. Like, she was down in Georgia. Only reason I met her because we went down to Patchwork Studios. Because we went down to Patchwork Studios to master the songs and stuff. And I met her down there and everything. She was with her cousin and shit. Her cousin was trying to throw it. I was like, nah, I'm cool on you. But you I need to talk to. And like, it's the only girl I know that made me wait to throw me some cheeks. And I had to wait. That don't mean that I wasn't still knocking things down. Like I said, when I came home, I used to have my chicks in twos. Like, after doing all that time in the feds and being who I was, I felt like I was above just being one woman at a time. I needed two at a time. You feel what I'm saying? And one thing about me, I was so cocky conceited, I never even put my mouth on the females. Like, I wouldn't even kiss a female. Like, really, I've only kissed like 3 females my whole life. And I've only went, put my mouth on 2 females my whole life. Once when I was 17, it tasted like a copper penny. I never did it again until my wife. And it took her 5 years before I did it to her for the first time. So, I was just that type of nigga though. But let's get on with it, man. Salute to the game. Yeah, 2 Cent. Like, I was 17, man. And when that shit happened right there, I was like, man, hell no. Like, nah, that's not cool. Like, I said, I don't know what these niggas going crazy about this shit right here, but they ain't never got to worry about me doing this shit no more. And then I used to see all the shit that women did for me and shit like that, so I would never kiss them. Like, hell no. Yeah, hell no. I'm not about to be sucking a dick secondhand. Hell no. I had a chick one time, I didn't even call her name out, but she ate a nigga up, hopped out the damn car. I see her like 20 minutes later. I know she ain't brushed her teeth or nothing. She out there hugged up, kissing her man. I'm like, damn, she just jumped the kid. She just jumped the kid, and this motherfucker down. And I was like, yeah, that'll never be me. That'll never be me. Never. Hell fucking no. There's a lot of niggas out here that done motherfucking suck dick secondhand. Don't even realize it. I'm a germaphobe. But yeah, we passed that right there, man. That's for the other channel anyway, man. But salute to everybody in here, man. I hope everybody y'all be having me talking about some crazy shit. And I know I'm about to hear about this shit later from Key. And Key, she real cool with the family anyway. That's my homegirl and shit right there, Dr. Key. And Dr. Key, man, me, her, my wife, we done had some crazy ass fucking conversations, but Key the homie for real though. But yeah. Stylish, you already know, bro. That shit be scandalous. But yeah. So like I was saying though, right? What is up in boxing? We got Shakur Stevenson. First off, Tank Davis and Lamont Roach is confirmed to June. It's probably gonna be around the Juneteenth time. So, I'm glad they're about to get there. And it's gonna be in Vegas now. Mr. Boxing Fanatic, salute. But before we get to Gervonta Tank Davis and his many haters, Shakur Stevenson has just Desmond Johnson. This nigga right here is trying to milk his 20 minutes of fame. He say, Upper, have you ever seen anybody on a press run after a draw like Lamont Roach? That dude's doing interviews everywhere. Hey, Desmond Johnson, if you go back and look at the interview of Lamont Roach before the Tank fight, Lamont said, if I could beat Tank, I could be the face of boxing. He said, I could be the face of boxing. So he already had in his eyes that he wanted to be in that motherfucking, he already had in his eyes that he wanted to be the main attraction. He seen what Gervonta Tank Davis is, and he wanted that right there. Shalom to my brother, Mr. Altruistic in the building. Salute. Yeah, you got Lamont Roach. He been a YouTuber. He critiquing his own fight. Like, nigga, you see he didn't say shit about the third round when he was out on his feet. When Tank told that nigga to pick your hands up, bro. Snap out this shit. He ain't say nothing about that one. But Lamont Roach, he done put his merchandise out. Like Lamont Roach is trying to motherfucker get everything he can because he know he let a nigga get in his ear what he did. He had a lifelong friend in Tank. But that show you how people will fold once they get a certain amount of money. How when some money coming there, people change their values. Thrill Hill, salute, King. Oh yeah, this rematch about to do serious numbers. This rematch is gonna be up there on par with Ryan Garcia fight. It ain't gonna be as big as the Ryan Garcia fight, but this is a chance. Bruh, 6,500. That was the best Lamont could ever be right there. Because if you go back and watch his other fights, he's nothing like that. Shout out to the Mexican monster Kawhi Elliott in the building. Gervonta Tank Davis wasn't even 25% right there. But see, Lamont trying to get all this shit out now because after the rematch, everybody gonna be talking about, oh, he was a one-hit wonder, like, damn. Because he's gonna get stepped on within 6 rounds. He might go out in the first 2 rounds, honestly. Tank is gonna erase all of his stardom, all of this shit, because the nigga did some snake shit. And what you do with a snake, you cut it off by the head. The body will still move for a little bit, but it's gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So Tank is gonna stop this nigga in front of his mom, in front of his kid, everything. Because this nigga really feeling himself. And the 48 laws of power. The number one power is never trying to outshine the master. Never try to outshine the master. And Lamont Roach didn't take that law to heed. So, law number 15. when you crush your enemy, crush them totally. No half stepping. You gotta crush him totally. You knock that nigga out in front of the world, in front of his girl, in front of his mom, and in front of his seed. Make sure everybody remembers this right here. 9 Ether. You know, some people do stupid shit. Jay Grant Jr. salute. But yeah. So yeah, Lamont Roach, he's trying to get as much as he can. He's selling his merch. Because all that shit is going to be worthless after the next fight. See, like, he could have took it, and him and Tank could have had another good fight. And he could have probably, you know, Tank could have let him go more rounds. Exactly, Thrill Hill. Exactly. It's going to be worse than Roy and Montel Griffin's second fight. The way Roy snuffed that nigga, the way Roy Jones snuffed Montel Griffin, that's the way Tank about to do motherfucking Lamont Roach. The way Deontay Wilder did motherfucking Bermain Sturfern, that's how Lamont Roach is about to get done. He's about to be a highlight reel. About to be 100. Shout out to my nigga Jay Grant Jr. I was sitting here thinking, I say, the first thing Jay Grant Jr. say will be some hating ass shit. I said, watch. I said, watch. I said, watch him say some hating shit about Gervonta. My boy Jay Grant did not let me down. He said that man ain't picking up the phone about that $250K. He actually gave that man more than $250K. Honestly. Brother Huey, salute. That man got millions. Tank gave that nigga a hell of a deal, really. Gave him a bigger percentage than what he was supposed to get because they was friends. Exactly, Stylist. Tank could have built that nigga up into a great superstar in 2 good fights. But now he about to step on that shit. 9 Ether. It's because KO just did a video about it, but if you remember about a couple weeks ago, me and Dr. Key, we already went over this because they're getting that information from this site, that sports site. And I brought that site up right here, right? And this site right here is created, it's not by nobody. Like somebody that's a content creator that doesn't like Gervonta Tank Davis created this site. And they made this shit. If you look at the desk, it's not a real person. And on the internet, you can create a site and you can put whatever you want to put down on there. Shout out to my nigga, The Phenomenal Show. But yeah, that site right there that they getting it from, KO just did a video about it. Yeah, 9 Ether. But me and Kia already displaced that shit right there because that thing right there is saying whatever the people say because it said that he had to go through a 700,000 fight threshold. And the zone has the highest threshold you have to get through, which is 600K. Top rank is like 500K. PBC doesn't have that threshold right there because their fighters get a little bit up front and they get theirs on the back end. So they don't have no stipulation or threshold that a fighter has to meet before they get the back end money. And if you think about what it says that Gervonta will get $7 million if he gets over 700,000. And yeah, just like they used to use that sports media when they made that shit. Y'all gotta actually think about it. Anybody with common sense can understand this. All right, say like a fight does 300,000 pay-per-view buys at $80 a shot, right? That's $24 million. And let's just say they got a $5 million gate. That's $29 million. That's $29 million right there, right? And shout out to my nigga Slogan One, Big AMC FSG boss man in the building, the capo. But listen, that's $29 million just off 300,000 and a $5 million gate, right? So $29 million off 300,000. So Tank has to sell 700,000 just so he can get 7 million. So what happens to that 29 million that's right there? And that's not with the promotions. That's not with the sponsors. Just that's off the gate and the pay-per-view. That's 29 million. if Tank was to get 40% of that, right, that would still be 13 million. And that's if he's only getting that. But Tank receives like 56. If you look, they say he only got 12 million for the Ryan Garcia fight on that shit, which Ryan Garcia got 40 million. They said Ryan only got 5. Ryan Garcia got 40 million. Oscar could attest to that. Ryan could attest to that. So see, that site that they use, that site's like shit that Blue Blood and them put up. Shit that's fake. You can't believe that dumbass shit. Frank Martin got over 10 million. They say he got 1.5 million. Like, shit like that. People use that to try to prove their point. And me and Dr. Key, we already went through that shit right there because we already seen the play. And then you got motherfuckers like Dick Glazer. He backtracked because of the week of the fight. He even came out his mouth and said they did about 500K pay-per-view. Then he tried, Turkey talked to him, and they said they did about 150,000 because it was a lot of pirating. No, that's bullshit. Stylist, Frank Martin is about to fight Edwin De Los Santos. Yep. Yeah, Frank Martin is getting a fight with Edwin De Los Santos. Kawhi Elliott. I could train Tank Davis and Roach won't get the upset, my brother. Lamont Roach ain't like that, bro. He really ain't. Like, that nigga basic as fuck. I'm just being honest, bro. I'm just being honest. But I'm glad David is saying, what's up, bro? Did y'all hear that the boogeyman himself, Shakur Stevenson, has now said that he wants to move up to 140? Shakur Stevenson just put out that he would like to go up to 140 and fight Teofimo, that he's tired of the 135 division. Now, hold on, wait, man. Hold on, wait. Why are you going off the 140, my brother? When Lomachenko and his man put out that they'd rather fight Tank than Shakur Stevenson, Shakur said he wants to move up to 140. Now, I've been telling people that Shakur was sticking around at 135 because, shout out to my brother Brian the King Falcon, big AMC FSG in the building. I'm going to get to that, Ty. This is what's crazy. See, he didn't want to fight T.O. when T.O. was at top rank, Desmond Johnson, because T.O. still looked like an effective fighter. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, T.O. look like ass. But this is what's funny. Shakur thought, exactly, Stylist, you beat what I was about to say. When Lomachenko and his team said they're not fighting Shakur, if they fight, it's going to be Tank Davis. So Shakur thought he was going to have a chance to put a legend on his resume. Because if you look at Shakur's resume, he doesn't have not one Hall of Famer on there yet, right? He don't know no Hall of Famer out there on his resume. So Shakur, he's pissy because he knows he's not going to get the Lomachenko fight. So now he wants to go to 140. And David Tissay, he's not just talking. Shakur does blow up in weight, but he does want to go to 140. But it's funny because Mercado called him out, and Shakur was like, nah. But now that Teofimo is going down and down and down, Shakur wants to go up and fight Teo. And I'm going to tell you what, he really don't want to fight Teofimo. And I'm going to explain why. Everybody knows after Teofimo's fight with motherfucking Arnold Barbosa, win or lose, Teofimo is moving up to 147 because they're trying to set Teofimo up with a boots fight. Yes, they're trying to set Teofimo up with a boots fight, win or lose. Shakur knows that because guess what? He's on the same team as Boots Ennis. So now, when Teofimo moves up after this fight, the boogeyman Shakur can say, Teofimo moved up to 147 after I said I wanted to fight him. So now that Shakur said he wants to fight Teofimo moves up to 147. It can look like Teofimo is ducking the Shakur Stevenson smoke. Do y'all see how that is right there? But Mercado, he's sitting at 140. He said he wants that smoke, Shakur. And it's funny, Shakur talking about moving up to 140. Now, I'm not saying he's moving up to 140 because Javier is on his ass. Because he got a nigga that's 17-0 with 15 knockouts trying to test his chin. I'm not saying that. But the shit looks mighty fucking funny that Shakur say he only wants the big names. But if you the boogeyman, when a nigga calls your fucking name and you're the fucking boogeyman, it's up to you to step on that fucking nigga and show them why you the boogeyman. You want big names only, but you was gonna bring Joe Cordina up after being knocked out and fighting him. You want big names only, but you fought Artyom after he got beat by motherfucking Frank Martin. But you want big names only. You fought chicken fried rice and beat him. You want big names only, but you fought Padley when you had a chance to fight Javier. So don't give me that shit that you want big names only, dog. Okay, Kawhi Elliott, if that guy is ass, show me that guy's ass. You feel me? Show me he's ass. He can't be too much ass because he's 17-0 with 15 knockouts. If he's ass like that, then show me, Kawhi. If you the boogeyman, you said don't nobody want to fight you, this nigga is calling your name. That means somebody wants to fight you. I bet he's not as ass as Padley was. He's not more ass than Padwork. I bet he's not more ass than Yoshino or Artyom, who had just lost. I bet he beats the shit out of Joe Cordina, who Shakur was trying to do pay-per-view fight with. Shout out to the beautiful Queen Ashley. So we can't pick and choose and say people is ass. I bet he ain't as ass as Kid Austin, who was also a prospect. Let's not do that, man. Let's not do that. Let's not have selective outrage or pick and choose. If we gonna keep that shit thorough, let's keep it all the way thorough. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, let's not do that now. Because now we're not being objective. Now we're objectifying. And that's not what we're supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro, 6,500. Kawhi Elliott, you're wrong. He was ranked number 10. And after that knockout victory, he's going to be ranked inside the top 8. And you know what, Kawhi? You say he ain't even ranked. Artyom wasn't ranked after the loss to Frank Martin. Artyom wasn't ranked. Yoshino wasn't ranked until they got him ready to fight Shakur. Joe Cordina wasn't ranked until they bought him into the number 6 spot, brother. Joe Cordina has never fought at 135. He's coming off a knockout loss. He's coming out a knockout loss at 130. He got knocked out at 130, Kawhi. So how was he ranked? How was he ranked enough to fight Shakur? Explain that, Kawhi. And you know you my nigga, but bro, we not about to do that. How is Joe Cordina ranked? Was Padley ranked? I'll wait. He has a better record than Kid Austin. That's what I'm saying. Like, Shakur fans be picking and choosing, bro. Can't do that with me. I keep it hot on everybody. Hell, I even keep it hot on my nigga Spence. They say Spence didn't deserve to be ranked enough to fight for the belt. I was pissed off about it. But hey, I can't say nothing about it. They right. Spence ain't never fought at 154. So He shouldn't, he coming off a knockout loss. So I understand them saying that Spence didn't deserve a title shot. Did I like it? Fuck no, I didn't like that shit. I didn't like that shit at all. But could I see what they were saying? Yes. Yes, I can see what, just like Tank what, Kawhi? Tank fought Frank Martin, his mandatory. He fought Rolly, which was a mandatory fight because they both had belts. He had to consolidate the belts with Rolly. He fought Ryan Garcia, who was a former intern champion. Yeah. Pitbull Cruz was a fill-in fight because of Rolly. He fought Mario Barrios, a champion. He fought Santa Cruz, a future Hall of Famer. I mean, he's fighting people with. Shakur doesn't have not one Hall of Famer on his resume, bro. That's why he wanted that Loma fight so bad. And he's mad he's not getting it. Let's keep the shit objective, my brother. But it's all good. I understand, bro. I understand. If my favorite fighter was moving fucked up and I couldn't damn vouch for his shit, I'd get upset too, bro. I would. But it's funny, when Tank and the Rolly fight fell through, Tank's replacement was Esau Cruz. Kawhi Elliott, how he didn't want to fight Frank? Kawhi, now you starting to sound like one of them Shanae-nays, brother. You sounded like a Shanae-nay. How did he not want to fight Frank and he fought Frank? That's an oxymoron. That's like saying icy hot. Frequent. I thought you knew boxing, brother. Mrs. Joette, salute, beautiful queen. He had to consolidate the belts with Rolly. Frequent. Rolly had the WBA silver. Tank had the WBA world. And at that time, WBA was making everybody consolidate the belts, freaking. I mean, it's okay, Kawhi. You still my brother, even though you emotional right now, brother. I still fuck with you, bro. But exactly, Ashley, icy hot. That's an oxymoron. Frequent. The WBA, that's what I just said, Jay Grant. You know, the WBA had all those different, salute Richie. They had all those different belts. So Tank and Rolly had to consolidate. Frequent. What the fuck? Frequent, just hit the link, dumbass. Because, bro, you act like you can't fucking understand. They made Rolly and Tank consolidate the belts, you dummy. What the fuck are you not getting? The WBA ordered the Rolly and Tank fight. They ordered it, frequent. God damn. This nigga 60 years old ain't got no goddamn common sense. Like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga, this God almighty. And I ain't even gonna stop him, frequent, because you said dumb shit all fucking ready, dog. Thank you. Thank you. My man, he at least he gets it. He gets it. My boy gets it. Like, that shit crazy as hell, frequent, that you don't understand this shit. But my guy Kamal Oz, he gets it. Damn, this nigga don't understand how. Hey, freaking boy, if I ever see African Bumgarden, I'm gonna smack the shit out of his ass for you, bro. Because not only did he take your soul, he done took your common sense too, bro. I'm gonna smack the shit out of African Bumgarden for you, bro. Because this nigga ruined motherfuckers' minds. He's done ruined people's minds and shit. Got my nigga out here frequent lost. And I got the open chat right now. Anybody want to hop up here? I'm opening it up because Dr. Key said it's going to be late. It's gonna be late when she get here. But that shit crazy. I be trying. See, exactly, Ty. But they be saying that I be trying to bully people and shit. When I be trying to give these motherfuckers a chance, for real, like I be trying to give them a chance, and I even try to explain shit because maybe their comprehension is fucked up. Jay Grant know what I'm talking about. Freeman was with them too, Jay Grant. He was with them too. He was one of the victims. I hate to say it, but shit, that shit got frequent mind fucked up, dog. Frequent, you're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb as shit, frequent. Because guess what? They made the Rolly fight, the WBA. They made the Rolly fight. Rolly got accused of touching, messing with something or something, and he had to get dropped out the fight. So Esau Cruz got the fight. After Rolly was found innocent, the WBA forced the fight again, you dumbass, because they forced the WBA World and the WBA Silver to consolidate it. Look it up, you dumb piece of shit. Damn. Look it up, dummy. It's easy to look it up. Like, nigga, you don't know shit about boxing. All thing you know how to do is come in here and ride another boxer's dick, bro. God damn. Like, damn, man. Like, how fucking stupid can you get? Now, if I told you Africa Bombada sitting right here with a bag of goddamn Vaseline, I bet you'll pay attention then, won't you? Shout out to my nigga Coach Diaz in the building. Okay, you want me to tell you what don't make sense then, frequent? This what I don't get then. Since you can't understand how the WBA forced to consolidate, I can't say how another man can let a man take what's his. I can't understand how another man can't fight to save being a man. I can't understand that. I can't stand how another man will let another rapper take his gum wrapper. How about that? I can't understand how another man will let another man penetrate him. How about that? Without his consent. Now, that's what I can't understand and didn't die about that. Now, you want to keep acting stupid? Now, I can act stupid too. I can't understand how another man will let a man take his manhood and then still let this nigga still live. I can't understand that. Now, explain that to me then. Shut the fuck up, dog. Like, damn. Keep talking about people stupid and you can't understand. I can't understand how you can walk around and get your cheeks clapped. How about that? My pride wouldn't let me. At least not. Now, I'm not saying it can't happen, but a nigga had to knock me the fuck out and had to do all types of shit. But when I wake up, it's not going to be all good. Nigga mama got to go. Everybody that has relations to that nigga got to go. Shit. And you want to come on here doing this dumbass shit. You trying to be patient with dumbass people, bruh. Devontae Cromwell salute, King. Like, god damn. Bumgarden! Now. Okay, Frequent. Tell them the name of your rap group, Frequent. Tell them what rap group you was with, Frequent. Tell them. Hassan Frequent. Now is you gonna act like we don't even know that shit happened, Frequent. Okay, Frequent. Tell them the name of your rap group, Frequent. Now y'all know Frequent was in the industry. Ask Frequent the name of his group. They was the Bombettes. All right, I got a text. I got to stop. All right. I got to stop. I just got a text. Shout out to the beautiful queen of rain in the building. Fresh bacon in the building. Salute. Don Drickum, don't trick him. Salute, King. All right. But like I was saying before that, the WBA told Tank Davis that he had to consolidate the WBA belts. The WBA had 4 belts, and they shout out to the legend Crush. They was forcing them people to consolidate them. That's what happened. That's why the Rolly and Tank fight had to happen, because Rolly had a WBA silver belt. Tank had the WBA world belt. And the WBA was trying to get rid of all the extra belt holders. So they forced them to fight. That's what happened. I can't stand when people keep trying to push misinformation. Like, it's crazy how people that don't even know these people sit there and hate on people. Like, damn. Like, that shit's crazy. Like, you got grown men that sit on the internet all day and spread misinformation and hate about somebody else. Yeah, B-Dog, Tank said he didn't want the super title. So that's why they dropped the super title. But yeah, see, this is people that don't know about boxing, but they go off what Blue Blood the motherfuckers say. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, as long as Blue Blood got the sugar daddy Charles Edward Cheese, then they'll have a voice. You feel me? You know, Charles Edward Cheese, he dropped his little stack on their ass and fly them out. You feel me? Yeah, so, you know, nigga can't drop me no stack and fly me out. I'm sorry. All right, Coach Diaz. Yeah, I ain't going. I wish a nigga would try to fly me out. Nah, my pride wouldn't let a nigga fly me out, because I know what happens if I was to fly a female out. I know what's gonna happen. If I wasn't married, let me make sure I say that. If I wasn't married, I fly a chick out. If she don't, then she get unflew. You feel me? So men ain't supposed to fly men out. It's not right. So you gotta take a grain of salt, whatever them motherfuckers be talking about over there. Exactly, Marquis. That's like when 50 Cent said that Puff Daddy talking about he wanted to take him shopping. 50 was like, nah, I can take my own self shopping. Diddy was trying to take 50 shopping. 50 was like, nah, I can take my own self shopping. Yeah, I'm done, bro, 6500. Fresh Baker. Nah, Charles Edward Cheese be with that 1,000. He dropped that 1,000. That's what I said, bro, 6500. That's what I said I said that if I wasn't married. But I said I'm married now. Because I just got a crazy ass look just now. That's why I said if I wasn't married. Yep. But yeah, let's get back to boxing, man. Nah, Miss Joette. Charles Edward Cheese is not Bill Haney, Miss Joette. Charles Edward Cheese is Charles Edward Cheese, Miss Joette. I ain't messing with him. Kawhi. What you talking about, bro? My man Kawhi talking about let him be. I ain't even messing with him, bro. I'm done. But what's y'all thoughts about Shakur wanting to go up to 140 and fight Tio? When they already said that Tio's next fight is Boost Ennis at 147. And I don't get that. Why people always call people out when people have something already, when you already hear, this is what I don't get. A lot of these fighters, they already know that other fighters have shit in the works. And all that time that Shakur was on Top Rank, he could have been did that shit. Miss Joette, if you haven't heard, he done flew Blue Blood out to his shit. Miss Joette, this the same man that gave Showbiz the adult a Rolex watch. So Showbiz could auction it off on his channel. That's how Showbiz got all those subscribers. Charles Edward Cheese be flying them niggas out, Miss Joette. He got money like that, Miss Joette, and he likes me. I mean, you know, he likes men. It's already been established that he likes men, and he be flying them people out. I ain't messing with him, Kawhi. I didn't tell him to block Frequent. Frequent, you didn't have no way more rep than anybody I was with. Nigga, we had Nicki Minaj with us, bro. I did songs with Jadakiss. Come on now. How you have way more rep than anything I had, bro? Like, nigga, I wrote T.I.'s song, motherfucker, and you can have whatever you like. Come on, Frequent. Like, how you have way more? Gangstar. Boombada. Boom, Mr. Boombastic. Honey fantastic. Frequent said his Vaseline was so romantic. Said that Vaseline was so romantic. Salute to my nigga Supreme Cam in the building. Afri Bombastic. I'm a fantastic. Said that the Vaseline was so romantic. But I'm gonna stop. Let me stop. Gangstar, how real is that? Frequent. First off, I sent the song in. It was called Stacks on Deck. Now you can have whatever you like. But Frequent, when I sent the song in there, because I was supposed to get signed to Grand Hustle after I got released from federal prison. But if you look it up, I also violated my federal parole and had to finish my 10 years. I had to go back. I was only out for a month before I violated, and it took them 11 months to catch me because I told them to do their job. And they caught me. I lost all my deals behind that shit. They said I was a risk. I showed all of this shit for you. Go back and look at my other channels. I put all of it up there. I don't mind. I got paid for it. Shit. I was just too street. And they weren't paying me enough money. And I wasn't about to sign a 360 deal. Nah. Because people don't realize with those deals right there, all that money they give you up front, you got to pay all that shit back. It's called an advance. It's not your money. So that's how a lot of rappers go broke. Because they take that advance money and they think that that money is theirs. But no, when you start making hits and you make songs and you start making a way and start generating revenue, then all that advance money, that studio money, all that money right there comes out of everything you got. You got to pay that back first. And then you got to pay your manager back first. And then once you got a deal, and if you're on a 360 deal, then you got 3 other people that's eating off of that before you get anything. And I made more money off of heroin and coke. I'm just being honest. But I don't mess with that no more, but I did. Just being honest. Music was just a hobby to me. It was a hobby to me. I didn't take it seriously. Plus, the other reason why I never made it frequent was because like I told on the story before, motherfucker wanted us to do questionable things, and I wasn't trying to do questionable things for the bread, bro. That's why they sent me and my boy Rise back on the red eye from Vegas, because we didn't want to party with men. All facts. So yeah, bombastic. But yeah, shout out to my brother Oakland LDTV in the building. Salute, King. But like I was saying, it's funny how the oppositions don't block frequent, man. Just let frequent, like they say, let frequent live. I just got a text. Let frequent live. Do not block frequent flyer. Let liar frequency, frequent liar, do his little subdivision thing that he does. Just let him live. LaMarcus, you crazy, bro. But yeah, so like I was saying, they got the Lamont Roach and the Tank Davis fight confirmed for June. It's probably going to be around Juneteenth, like he said, but it's also going to be in Vegas. And the crazy thing about it is so many people that is happy for the chance that they think that Lamont Roach is actually going to upset Tank. They're making this fight that much bigger. And it's fucking funny because they're basically tricked. They basically, if Lamont Roach could have stayed on code, they would have basically tricked the industry and got all this fucking money, dog. But Lamont let these people get in his ear. He started thinking he's bigger than what he is. But now he about to get stepped on. But the fight is about to do numbers. And that's what I say. And that's what I say when I tell people that when people do rematches, they're that much bigger. The Devin and Ryan Garcia rematch, I can go on record and tell y'all that thing will do more than 500,000. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia should do at least 600,000-700,000. A lot of people want that fight. This would be Devin's biggest payday right here. As long as he doesn't let Bill Haney do the negotiations. Because honestly, Devin Haney got robbed out of his money in the first fight versus Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney should have got at least $10 to $15 million off that first Ryan Garcia fight. Now, like I say, I keep it all the way 100. Bill dropped the fucking ball. He, instead of getting gross revenue, he wanted net profits. And net profits is after everybody's been paid. Gennady Golovkin, he got gross revenue whenever he got deals with Oscar De La Hoya. That's why Canelo left Oscar, because Oscar robs motherfuckers. Oscar is a cokehead, in my opinion. Let me say that. Oscar likes to go skiing on the mountain. He likes the white girl. He does. He loves it. So you can't have a person like that in charge of your financial matters. But William Haney, he thinks he's the smartest person in the room. And one of the 48 laws of power is when a person act like that, you let them think like that. They're gonna show you their own weaknesses. And Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Hey, Kawhi, exactly. You seen it too, didn't you, Kawhi? If you watch all the interviews, Kawhi, Lamont Roach daddy was like, man, I'm about to live through my son's dream. The same way, what's the nigga name that fought the dude from Philly? Brian Norman Sr. Salute to Just Do Boxing in the building. And like I said, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia had a $4.5 million gate. Right? $4.5 million gate. They did over 300,000 pay-per-views. I think it was 330,000 pay-per-views exactly. Right? So $4.5 million. $4.5 million at the gate. 330,000 pay-per-view. So that's about 24 million in pay-per-view and a $4.5 million gate. So that's $28.5 million that Ryan and Devin Haney generated. That's a huge fucking fight. Like, if you think about it, That did more than any of Tank's fights before the Ryan Garcia fight. That did $330,000. That was $28.5 million. And Devin and Bill only got like $2 million. Ryan got nothing. His money went back to Golden Boy. So Oscar De La Hoya was able to clear about $25 million off the Devin and Ryan Garcia fight. And that's why Bill was trying to sue, saying Oscar owes them money. And it's crazy because, Bill, if you had a financial consultant and a better lawyer and you weren't the smartest person in the room, then Devin could have got his motherfucking money. Like, on $28 million, Devin should at least seen 13 or 14 million. Honestly, I'm just being truthful. The least Devin should have got was 10 million. That's the least amount he should have got was 10 million. But when you leave somebody like that, Bill dropped the ball. So basically, his son got his ass demolished in the ring and got all this CTE in the ring, and you dropped the ball on it. Hell, that would have been Devin's biggest payday in his life so far. That was his biggest payday. Now, hopefully, they learn from that mistake and they don't let Bill Haney do the negotiations this time around. Do not let Bill do the negotiations. He fucked up the first time and he might fuck up again. I'm just being honest. Exactly, Coach Diaz. Like, Bill fucked that bread up. He fucked it up. The link is pinned in the chat. Anybody want to hop up here? It's pinned. Y'all give me 1 second. To my brother Kawhi Elliott, the Mexican monster in the Cash App with the $2 holler. And shout out to 323 Quick in the Cash App with the $5 holler. Appreciate y'all, Kings, for supporting the grind. Appreciate that. I appreciate that right there. But like I said, Devin and Ryan is going to do big numbers. Devin and Lomachenko would have did big numbers. But see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people is mad about the way Devin's career went, but Devin Haney had the chance to be a big star. His way was paved. When he beat George Kambosos the second time, when he fought Lomachenko, he had a chance to either rematch Lomachenko for even bigger, because 150,000 on your first pay-per-view numbers. That's more than any pay-per-view Terrence Crawford did except for the Earl Spence pay-per-view. That's more than Terrence Crawford and Machimov. That's more than Terrence Crawford and David Avanesian. More than Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan. More than Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. Especially more than Terrence Crawford and what the fuck is that dude at 140 name? The nigga that Antoine Russell got the stoppage on. What the fuck is that nigga name at 140? What's that Serbian name at 140? That Terrence Crawford did the 50,000 pay-per-view with. Nah, not David. The dude that Antoine Russell got the stoppage on. Not David Avanesian, bro. Yeah, Victor Postal. Appreciate you, B-Dog and Lamont. Yeah. And Victor Postal, he only did 50,000 with Victor Postal. So like Devin Haney, he's actually a bigger star than Terrence Crawford is. Salute the Judah Vision in the building. Nah, Mean Machine was 147. It was Victor Postal, stylist. But if we being honest, Devin was a bigger pay-per-view star than Terrence Bud Crawford. Because Devin actually has 2 successful pay-per-views. He got one with Lomachenko, one with Ryan Garcia. Terrence Crawford only has 1. And that's what Earl Spence carried it. I'm just being truthful. He's about to have 2 because he's about to be a sacrificial dummy for Canelo. And one thing I can say, Canelo is not about to. Hey, Kawhi, that's crazy, though. A 60-40 split? Like, nigga, do you think that you about to get a 60-40 split or a 50-50 split? No. And see, that's what's going to happen. First off, nigga, you've never did a pay-per-view before. You better take your 30 or maybe 35%. But yeah, you're not about to get no 60-40. But I told everybody before it started, I said, look at Roach's dad. I said, a big ass fucking leech. I said, he ready. But Lamont Roach is not about to get 40% like Ryan Garcia. And he's not about to get he definitely not getting 50%. Now, I'll give him 35 just because, he did what he's supposed to do. Like, shit, get a man 35%. But you're not about to get 40 and 50% when you didn't even win the fight, nigga. You're not the A side. Shit. You on A side money like now you bringing shit. Now, I can say this. He did make the fight bigger by not getting knocked out. And that's why I'm saying 35%. 35% moves you up. And honestly, if they didn't go on this little run that they did, if they didn't do this little bad mouth and tank shit that they did, they probably would have got 40%. Honestly, think they would have got 40% if they didn't sit there and try to shame Tank name and everything. Because y'all got to realize him and Tank was childhood friends. Like they stayed at each other's house. Tank did when he wanted to knock the nigga out. He was sparring with that nigga in the ring. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he sparred that nigga. And he tried to make that nigga a career. And that nigga thought he did that shit on his own accord. So, Raina. Mr. Boxer Fanatic. That's what I said. I said he did 150,000 with Lomachenko, bro. That's what I said, Boxer Fanatic. Once you sell 150,000, it's a successful pay-per-view. A successful pay-per-view is over 145,000. Over 145,000, once you pass 145,000, you get profit. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Box for that. That's why I said Devin had 2 successful pay-per-views. Yeah, but Raina, I know you hate to say it, but Roach did make the fight bigger, so he does deserve a bigger cut. He don't deserve no 40 or 50%, but I can't say what the next man deserves. You feel what I'm saying? I know he don't deserve 50%, no, because 50% is not off your own stardom. Like, you wasn't even a star yet. Now, do I think that this man's supposed to get more than 30? Do I feel like he deserves more than the 30% that he got the first time? Sure. The man, he fought a fight. He didn't get knocked out. It's an even bigger fight now. So, yeah, he needs to motherfucker get paid for his services. Do I think it's a 10% increase? No, but still, with him getting a 5% increase, and it did around 500,000 this time, if it's going to be a lot bigger, like it's going to be a lot bigger, so he's going to get more money anyway. And I believe that you should at least get a man 35%. I mean, I feel like I'm just being objective. Like if it was anybody else, that percentage would have rose, unless they fight Canelo. When you fight Canelo, you getting a flat fee. It really don't fucking matter. You can't argue with Canelo. Yeah, B-Dog, that's definitely respectful. And Miss Joette, you can't really say that because if Tank don't fight this rematch against Roach, his next fight might not be as huge because people think that he's ducking, like Devin turning down the Lomachenko rematch. When Devin Haney chose not to fight Lomachenko and instead went to fight Regis Prograis, he went from 150,000 pay-per-views to under 30,000. When you say you the boogeyman and you this and that, you got to prove that shit. You can't run away. And so if Tank ran away from Lamont Roach and goes to somebody else, even though Loma's trying to make the fight right now, and yes, I would rather see Loma versus Roach, but Tank has to fight Roach first. Even though Loma versus Tank is a much bigger fight. You know, it's white versus black. It's Loma versus Tank. That's over 1 million pay-per-view buys easily. But he got to get rid of this Roach problem. Yeah, Supreme Cam, yeah, if he ran down on Keyshawn, it'd be huge. But it wouldn't be as big as it should be if he don't handle this Roach situation. Because everybody going to be like, that's why Floyd immediately rematched Maidana. That's why Floyd immediately rematched Castaño. Because you say you the best. I mean, I feel that knockout, but this is all I said. I say the fact that he made it, I said I wouldn't be mad with him getting 35% instead of 30. I mean, the fight is much, much bigger. It's a much bigger fight right now. But they talk about 40 and 50%. I say, fuck that. He's not worth that. But I say this. If this man's saying, well, Supreme Cam, that's what I said, Supreme Cam. I sat there and said, with that suing shit, if that shit didn't happen, I said he would have got a much favorable outcome. But now that he's doing all this shit, like I said, Tank's going to step on him for this shit. But in the position that he's in right now, if they wanted to be petty and shit, Supreme Cam, everybody knows that Tank Davis needs this rematch. If they wanted to hold out and say they wanted 35%, you would have to acquiesce to that. Because you have to make this fight right here. This is what I'm saying. You actually have to make this fight because it look bad if you don't get this rematch. And what I'm saying, the fight is going to be actually bigger now that it's moving to Vegas and now there's a rematch. Like I tell you, all rematches are big, especially if it's controversy in the first fight. And McQueen, that's what I'm saying. And you see, I told you, Roach got a greedy ass daddy right now. And his daddy seeing dollar signs, and they know that after this rematch, they 15 seconds of fame is over with. So if they come to Tank and say, look, we didn't lose this first fight. The fight is much bigger now. Why y'all think that Lamont Roach is on such a big ass press run right now? They're trying to ask for more money. You see the man sat there and said he needs 50% or 40%. Hector Solis, salute, King. Daryl Thigpen, salute. Because if he doesn't sign the rematch, then it ain't no rematch. I mean, hands team, it'd be hard to go to a Shakur fight if Shakur ain't trying to fight. But like I said, if I was Tank Davis and if I was forced to give a nigga 35%, I would give him 35%. But like I said, I wouldn't go over 35% just to make the damn rematch. And then, like I said, I step on that nigga in the first fucking round. I step on that nigga hard. Detroit, BC. Salute, King. Peace and blessings. Aunt McQueen, of course, is going to make a lot more. It's moving to Vegas. The rematch is moving to Vegas, and it's a lot more eyes on it. It's a lot more eyes on it. And the hate that Tank Davis generates, a lot of people is going to pay to see him, because people actually think Lamont Roach has a chance. People actually think Lamont Roach stands a chance against Tank. Just like when people actually thought Pacquiao could beat Floyd. Like they actually thought Canelo could beat Floyd. People will pay to see their favorite fighter lose. And especially all these niggas that hate Tank, they will pay hoping to see Tank is getting the Floyd Mayweather effect. A lot of people didn't buy Floyd Mayweather fights to see Floyd Mayweather win. They bought Floyd Mayweather fights because they wanted to see Floyd Mayweather lose. People are not understanding that. Floyd made his money off the hate that he garnered against people. People hated Floyd Mayweather so much, they wanted to be right there when Floyd lost. They wanted to see Floyd lose in real time. That's why they kept buying his pay-per-views and stuff, because they thought Floyd could lose. And that's the reason why this Roach fight is going to be that much bigger. Because a lot of people who don't know what the fuck they're looking at in boxing, they don't know shit about boxing, actually thinks that this fight is going to be real competitive. And I'm sitting here telling people Tank Davis was out there sparring with this man. If you go back and watch the fight, third round, Lamont Roach was out on his feet, bro. Tank told that nigga, get your guard up. Go back and watch. I'm telling you, you will see the shot. Yeah, we gonna see, Jay Grant. I'll make a bet with you, Jay Grant, that it don't go past 6 rounds. It doesn't go past 6 rounds. I put my stamp of approval on that one. It won't go past 6 rounds. The nigga was out in round 3. Round 3, the nigga was out. Tank said, nigga, get your guard up. Nigga, that's a small thing to a giant, Jay Grant. We can do that. We can do that. We can lock it in right now, Jay Grant. $100 that it don't go past 6 rounds. All right, it's locked. Hector, I don't think it's going past 4 rounds, but I'm just saying 6. Just to be, that nigga going to be out in the 3rd round again. Hopefully he do a damn Deontay Wilder and a Roy Jones to Montel Griffin. A Bermain Stefan and Wilder, a Roy Jones and Montel Griffin, and motherfucker 1 round this nigga. Oh yeah, we locked like a virgin on the first date. We locked in. We locked in like a virgin with a chastity belt on, my brother. Like a virgin with a chastity belt on. Shout out to Miss Mona in the building. Yeah, Tank ain't playing with this nigga. He gonna knock this nigga out in front of his mama, his wife, and his child. Lamont Roach's son is gonna get to see. Lamont Roach's son is gonna see him. Lamont Roach is gonna see him go to sleep in front of his son. S. Valdez. The reason why they hate Tank so much is because the Mayweather effect. The same reason why they hated Deontay Wilder, the same reason they hated Earl Spence. They don't understand why they hate it. It's just something about, honestly, it's something about a black fighter being undefeated that it really bristles people. Like, it's something about an undefeated black fighter that look like that they can't be beat. It just brings out the hate in people. Just like, all right, just like you could be friends with somebody when they both broke, but then when one of them start getting money, then their friends start hating on them because you're in a better position. when when a motherfucker's in a better position, it's like crabs in the barrel. You don't like to see nobody. I'm not saying y'all, but most people don't like to see other people doing better than them, especially when they're the same skin color. It's called the Willie Lynch effect. That's why they put some Negroes in the house and some in the fields. And the ones in the house that had a better life would tell the master to keep the ones in the field in check because they didn't want to lose their special place. You feel what I'm saying? That's what that is. It's called jealousy. Just like they call it, you call it Jose. Like the Spanish name Jose. It's called jealous ones stay envious. Jose. Like when Deontay Wilder was undefeated, knocking everybody out, they let Deontay Wilder get beat in the head with an egg weight, people. We watched this on pay-per-view. Over 700,000 people watched that pay-per-view. And we watched Deontay Wilder get beat in the head with a floppy glove with an egg weight. This man had a dent in his skull that he still has. And people act like they didn't see this man get assaulted with a deadly weapon on pay-per-view worldwide. That shows you the amount of hate that an undefeated champion garners like that. That's what they did. So y'all don't remember Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight part 2? Y'all don't remember that glove flopping at the wrist and busting Deontay Wilder's head? Y'all don't remember him getting a knot put in his head? And y'all don't remember people act like they didn't see it? My brother always supporting the grind. But see, that's what I'm saying. We watched this man get beat in real time. And I seen it. And then the nigga licked the blood off of this nigga, dog. Like Tyson Fury was even licked. Exactly. Jay Grant. Exactly. But we seen it, right? We seen it, right? And we seen that dent in Deontay Wilder's head as well, right, Jay Grant? Did you see how the glove flopped and busted Deontay Wilder in the head and he had that big ass dent? Like, yeah. But guess what, Jay Grant? Everybody act like they didn't see it. Even videos was made. People showed that shit. Like, but that's the problem. They wanted to see Deontay Wilder fall so bad that they look past the fact that this man got assaulted with a deadly weapon in front of millions of people watched that because people pirated that shit too. It did over 700,000 pay-per-view. You had over 30,000 people or 20,000 people there. And you probably had 1 million people streaming the fight. So millions of people watched this man get assaulted by a deadly weapon. And ain't no charges go to Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury didn't get fined. He didn't get suspended. They didn't even do no investigation. There wasn't even an investigation. Like, now that goes to show they wanted Wilder gone that bad that they didn't even get an investigation. So Wilder that came back for part 3, he had already took the damage from part 2. My favorite boxer got knocked out because the person he fought was on PEDs. Like, Antonio Tarver stopped my favorite fighter. And after my favorite fighter got knocked out by Tarver, he was never the same. Because Tarver stopped and then Glenn Johnson stopped and then he just started going downhill. I say, get up, Roy. Get up, Roy. Damn it, Roy. Don't let him do it to you, Roy. Don't let it do it to you, Roy. But Roy let him do it to him. I was like on that Snoop, that's the nigga get back, Larry. Oh, what was that video where the nigga was shooting the firecracker? He like, get back, Larry. Or what was it called? I can't forget it. He like, get away, get away. I can't remember the name of the dude, man. I can't I can't remember the. Y'all know the video because Snoop Dogg reposted. What was that video where the nigga was in the wheelchair? Yeah, Terry. Get back, Terry. Watch out, Terry. Shout out to Planet 619. Hey, Jay Grant, I ain't even gonna lie. That Glenn Johnson fight, I just walked outside. My mom was like, what's wrong? I said, I don't even want to talk about it. I ain't even want to talk about it, man. I just dropped my motherfucking gloves because I had my signed Roy Jones gloves, right? I had a pair of Roy Jones gloves that was signed. You know, when Glenn clipped them, I just dropped the gloves, went on outside, man. I was like, yeah, it's over. It is over. So I know how the Haney fans felt when he was in there with Ryan Garcia. Trust me. I've been through that drama. And it's hard watching your favorite fighter take that shit, dog. It is hard. That's why I don't let myself get emotionally invested in fighters no more, bro. Like, for real. Earl, I fucks with Earl. I was kind of upset about the Terrence Crawford fight, but, you know, after that Roy Jones shit, I was able to deal with it. You feel me? It wasn't as bad. Now, if I didn't have that Roy situation to lean on, I'd have been mad as hell about the Earl situation. Because Earl played himself. He let himself become too rusty. He didn't get no tune-up in. He let himself outgrow the weight. And he was injured. Shout out to Big Block. Well, I liked Tyson growing up. But my dad was always a fan of Evander Holyfield. So when I used to cheer about Tyson, my dad always tell me, oh, Tyson's all right, but the real deal Holyfield whoop his ass. And I used to be like, Tyson whoop her in Holyfield ass. And my dad was like, that nigga Tyson ducking Holyfield. And then when Buster Douglas beat Tyson, and then Holyfield beat Buster, my dad was like, see, I told your ass. So I countered back at my dad, right? I say, well, Mike Tyson is harder on punch out than James Buster Douglas is on his punch out. Because y'all know they had James Buster Douglas punch out as well as Tyson. And Mike Tyson was way harder than James Buster Douglas. But I'm going to tell you the fucked up part about it. They put a white guy in there that was harder than both of them, named Mr. Dream. And he had his name was Rick Bruiser. And he had a brother named Nick Bruiser. I said, damn, Rick and Nick Bruiser are harder than Tyson and Buster Douglas put together. Any of my boxing fans know about the Nick and Rick Bruisers. Yeah, Rick Bruiser, Nick Bruiser. And instead of Glass Joe, they got the one person that beat Glass Joe. His name was Gabby J. Gabby J. His only win was knocking out Glass Joe. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and say this before I get too late. Undefeated heavyweight prospect Moses Ituma. They was trying to do his fight against Joseph Parker, but management is warning against the Joseph Parker fight because they saying that Joseph Parker is too skilled for Moses, and they said that Moses will get hurt in a fight versus Joseph Parker. So his team is trying to move him to fight Joseph Parker after Joseph Parker is the WBO intern, but a lot of people are advising against it. Honestly, Moses is a hell of a fighter, but it'd be like if you put a young pit bull in a ring with a seasoned vet pit bull, he gonna break that pit bull spirit. Hey, I rewatched it too, Ant. And I looked at Earl Spence when he was coming to the ring. I said, look at him, he high off them painkillers. He was high off that motherfucking, off them Roxys. That nigga popped a perk 10. He was on a perk 30. He was on a perk 30s. He was on them painkillers for them ribs. I'm gonna tell y'all this though, and you can bet the house on this, right? Bud Crawford is gonna get stopped. If Bud Crawford gets that Canelo fight, he is gonna get stopped. Bud is putting on too much weight, and he ain't even trying to take a tune-up fight with that weight. So what he's gonna realize is what he used to have over most people, his speed. Coming up from a lower weight class, fighting in different weight classes, usually the person that comes up still has the speed advantage. What Bud failed to realize is Canelo is fighting at 168, but he's a 154 fighter. And so Canelo has reached his pinnacle weight, which is 168. Just like Bud Crawford as a 135 fighter, his pinnacle weight was 147. Bud at 147 was his best. Just like Roy Jones at 168 was his best. After he went above that, his knockout percentages went from 95% to 50%. Just like when Bud reached 147, he stopped everybody at 147. He was at the perfect weight for his speed and his power. Just like I think Earl Spence, his pinnacle weight would be 160. Floyd said 168 for Earl. I think Earl do best at 160. Honestly. And B-Dog, yes, he does look bloated. And when it's time for him to start moving around, it's going to hurt him because that shit going to fuck with his stamina. And people don't realize muscle is heavier than fat. And muscle also takes up more oxygen. That's the thing about muscle. Muscle takes up oxygen. So he's going to fatigue faster. Yeah, Earl's reaction time was fucked up. I seen it when he tried to push Bud up to the ropes and he was throwing them soft-ass body shots. I'm like, damn, Earl usually he's hard. Earl looked like his body wouldn't do what his mind was telling it. He was trying, but that whole boy, salute to my man, that whole boy. I'm saying with his height at 5'9", I think Earl would be great at 160. He might could do good at 168 because when he used to spar, he used to be around that weight. When he was sparring Hussein Rahman Jr. and them. That's why when Earl was in sparring, he was sparring light heavyweights. And they had to use protection. That's why every time he used to spar Charlo used to use the rear protectors. Earl is a heavy-handed, hard puncher. And he's a big guy. Yeah, Shane Fraser. Bud's body don't. But see, that's kind of like when Canelo went up to 175. Like, I was surprised that Canelo put that weight on like that. But that was PEDs, though. I hate to say it, but the way Canelo blew up to 175 and he still had his form and everything, there was no way they could tell me that shit was natural. Because he was 175 and he was stopped. I think that's when he had that tainted beef, them street tacos. Y'all know Canelo. Don't mess with Texas. Salute, King. In the cash app with the $5 holler. Appreciate you for supporting the daggone grind. Appreciate everybody that support the channel, man. Appreciate y'all, man. It's great to have support, especially being demonetized. Hey, Ant, I was mad about that, but Gamboa used to be my favorite fighter. He was my favorite fighter after Roy Jones. And I was mad as hell we didn't get that Uriocas Gamboa versus Wama. We were supposed to get Uriocas versus Gamboa, Uriocas Gamboa versus Wama for 3 belts. And Mikey Garcia had the last belt. It was 3 champions at that weight. It was Gamboa, it was Wama who had 2 belts, and it was Mikey Garcia that had the other belt. I would have loved to see Gamboa versus Wama, but Wama took a tune-up fight against Orlando Salido, and he ain't never get past it. He lost back-to-back to Salido. And that ruined my favorite fight right there. That ruined my favorite fight. Oh, Ant McQueen, he can have a horseshoe up his ass when he fights Canelo. He's going to get knocked the fuck out. I don't give a fuck what you say. Bud is not going to have the speed advantage over Canelo. We see he was barely quicker than Madrimov. He was barely quicker than Madrimov. And Madrimov is not quicker than Canelo. Canelo's been at that weight. He's used to that weight. Bud is not used to that weight. Bud is not used to that weight. And that hook is going to hurt. And the fucked up shit about it, the same way Canelo dropped his hands against Jermell Charlo and he went in attack mode, he's going to drop his hands on Terrence Crawford and he's going to be like, fuck what you're throwing. I'm coming to get you up out of there. And Bud has never had nobody do that to him. And when Bud realized that his shots don't, Canelo has taken the best. He's done took shots from motherfucking Cotto. He's done took shots from Cesar Chavez Jr. He's done took shots from Triple G. He's done took shots from Danny Jacobs. He done took shots from the Crusher, Sergey Kovalev. Like, Canelo has a grand fucking chin. He ate pull counters from motherfucking Charlo. He was in mid-punch and Charlo caught him clean a couple times. Canelo doesn't give a fuck. That nigga has a fucking base head. You're not going to hurt that nigga to the head. Yeah, if you go back and look, Bud Crawford was 171 pounds when he fought Madrimov. Bud was 171 when he fought Madrigal. Honestly, if Bud gets in that ring with Virgil Ortiz, I would take Virgil Ortiz to stop Bud to the body. But that's not going to happen. The reason why is that Turkey Alycia is investing a lot into Ryan Garcia right now. Alycia Turkey Alycia likes Ryan. Turkey Alycia, he does not like Devin Haney or Bill Haney. And I'm going to tell you why. You can see from the press run they're doing now, Turkey let everybody else promotions up except for Bill Haney. He had Teofimo and Devin Haney on the same Spirit flight back home. Ryan wasn't on that flight. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about the Haneys. He's setting Devin up for a big payday for Ryan Garcia, and he's about to go forward with Ryan Garcia. Notice that Golden Boy and Turkey are locked in. That's why Oscar sold Turkey to Ring magazine. Oscar and Turkey has business upon business. And, you know, that's what it is. And Terrence Crawford ain't going to see that final bell versus Canelo. He's not. And the fucked up shit about it, Canelo's fighting over there in the UK against Bud. And they're not going to do no testing. So Canelo's about to turn the clock back. He's about to look like Manny Pacquiao when he fought Keith Thurman. You about to see the best Canelo ever. You about to, and see, that's exactly Alycia's thing. And that's why I be trying to tell these Haynites out here, like, while y'all sitting here hating on Tank and y'all keep praising Turkey Alycia, what y'all need to be doing is seeing how Turkey Alycia is lining your boy Devin Haney up. Turkey is lining Devin Haney the fuck up. And while y'all hating on Tank Davis, y'all don't even see the play. Like, they don't even see the play that's happening. Like, it's a play happening, and they're too blind to see what's happening. Their favorite fighter is being set up. Their favorite fighter is being set up for another vicious KO. And basically, they don't even see it. And I'm going to tell you why. If that wasn't the case, why would you put an undefeated, former undisputed 2-division champion on the undercard of two people that Tank Davis knocked out? He's on the undercard of two of Tank's victims. Like, if that's not the biggest, like, people don't see that shit. Devin Haney is on a roller. Roll even came out and said, you'd never see me on a Devin Haney undercard. You talk about the Tank fight, Miss Ty? Are you talking about the Tank and Roach fight, Miss Ty? Yeah, all right. I'll play it tomorrow, Ty. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Yeah, but that's the shit I be talking about. Like, Haney fans don't even realize it. Like, their boy is about to take a loss. And the guy that they're praising for being the savior of boxing is the one setting Devin Haney up. Like, he had Devin on a commercial Spirit flight. He got Devin on the undercard. He got Devin sitting in between Teofimo and Ryan Garcia. Like, come on, man. Like, that shit is the blatant disrespect, bro. And Turkey said that Devin's had his hands down. They even think that Ryan was a clean fighter. And see, the thing that hurts Devin the most is his father. Nobody likes Devin's father. And that's what makes it bad for Devin. Because Devin fought, when you see Devin, you see Bill. Like, Bill never gave his son a chance to be his own person. And so when you equate the shit that Bill do, it always gets equated back to Devin. It always gets equated back to Devin. Miss Ty, exactly. Turkey got all that money, but he got Devin and Tio on spirit. But Miss Ty, you know who you didn't see on that spirit flight? You didn't see Roach or Ryan Garcia. Well, I can tell you this, Miss Joette. Ryan Garcia used to listen to Derek James. I used to be on FaceTime with Derek when they was in the gym a couple times. If Ryan don't respect you, he ain't gonna listen to you. I can attest to that. But I can tell you one thing: he's in Canelo's camp. I bet he's listening over there. Because he know if he don't listen over there, then Canelo gonna whoop his ass. He don't listen to Eddie Reynoso, then Canelo or one of them boys gonna put paws on Ryan. You know, Canelo still, well, he was the leader of the Mexican community, but now you know Turkey is Canelo Alycia. Canelo Alvarez. Hamdu hakalelo halaho. Hamdu Canelo Alvarez. So you know Canelo done switched his birth on us. I always thought Canelo was Irish anyway. Oh, he fired Eddie Reynoso. Well, his father used to be his trainer first anyway. And see, Eddie Reynoso didn't really have time to train. Eddie Reynoso really didn't have time to train because, you know, he over there with Canelo. Exactly, Shane. I think they sent Canelo to infiltrate the Mexican community. J Boxing. Ryan beats Rolly, correct. I don't think Tio beats Arnold Barbosa. It's a reason why Tio's been ducking Barbosa for 2 years. And Ramirez beats Haney. I'm not going to say Ramirez is good enough to beat Devin Haney. I'm not going to say that. Like I said, I'm going to be objective. I can't say that man going to sit there and beat Devin. Ramirez ain't got really enough pop to beat Canelo. I mean, to beat Devin. Ramirez is a slower version of Regis Prograis. I'm telling you this. Ramirez is a slower Regis Prograis. Jose Ramirez was scared to fight Regis Prograis. I'm telling you that now. Ramirez is on the same level as Regis Prograis, and Devin Haney can keep him away. Hell nah, 3-2-3 quick. I wouldn't support it either. Well, I don't know about that, J-Box. That Frank Martin and De Los Santos is going to be a good match. De Los Santos do have some pop. And I don't know what Frank Martin chin looks like after that Canelo fight. And plus, what weight is De Los Santos and Frank Martin fighting at? Because Frank Martin is now 140 pounds. So is him and De Los Santos going to fight at a catch weight or what? I don't know. But De Los Santos and Frank Martin, that's a hit. Honestly, that fight could headline a card. Like a free card. You put that on there. But I'm going to tell you like this. Teofimo is a way to beat Teofimo Lopez. All you have to do is make Teofimo press the action. If you watch all of Teofimo's fight, he cannot fight coming forward. Teofimo is a reaction type fighter. He fights off the back foot. He's got good reaction speed, so he can react off what you do. Josh Taylor is a slow front foot forward fighter. Teofimo beat him because he was quicker, and Josh Taylor came forward. Lomachenko came forward. Teo was whooping his ass. Then Lomachenko started to make Teofimo come forward. That's when Lomachenko came back on his ass. Sandor Martin, he made Teo come to him and kept countering him. He dropped him twice with the hook, and he beat Teo ass, and they robbed him. Jermaine Ortiz, he fought on the back foot. Teo kept coming. Jermaine kept countering him. That's when Teo was getting frustrated, and he ran to the corner and told Jermaine to come on. Teo wanted to put his back against the corner so he could sit there and fight off the ropes, and Jermaine Ortiz wouldn't engage with it. But I felt like Teo lost that fight too. Like, Teo has basically lost 3 fights out of his last 6 fights. He lost to Cambosis. He beat Pedro Campa. He lost to Sandor Martin. He beat Josh Taylor. He lost to motherfucking Jermaine Ortiz, and he beat Steve Claggett. But hell, that was a hell of a battle too. Steve Claggett put hands, feet in the damn kitchen sink on Teo ass. Teofimo's just not that good. Well, he's in a new division now, as Valdez. But one thing I can say, Valdez, usually whenever somebody fights a Tank Davis fight, their next fight is also a big fight. Just look at everybody that got knocked Leo Santa Cruz aside. After Isaac Cruz fought Tank, they was calling him the Mexican Mike Tyson. Rolly Romero gets knocked out by Tank and gets a title match the next fight. Mario Barrios gets stopped by Tank. His next match is against Keith Thurman for a WBC intern. He gets beat by Keith Thurman. His next fight is for another WBC fight for a belt. So when you lose the Tank, that pushes your stock up because you got eyes on you. And Ant McQueen, Steve Claggett, the same nigga that got knocked out by a guy that was 6-31. And Steve Claggett was on that nigga ass. That's why I said Teofimo's power didn't carry up to 140. Teo has no power at 140, man. The only reason he stopped Pedro Campa is because Pedro Campa was moving up too. Teo has no power up there. But shit. Well, I appreciate everybody for coming out. Dr. Key said she ain't gonna make it. She ain't gonna make it today. She had an emergency. So shit. I appreciate everybody for coming out today. Salute to everybody that supported. We done been here for 2 hours. You said how great was his power at 135? I don't really know, Ant. He was stopping people. He was calling himself the takeover, but he couldn't stop George Kambosos and Lomachenko did. So I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to go back and look at some of Teo's 135 fights, Ant. That's a good question. Salute to Al Boogie in the building. But salute to everybody in the building. If you in the daggone Discord, I see you there. But Frequent said, nah, she called Frequent. She said she had an emergency. She was supposed to be late, but then she said it's taking long. But salute to everybody in the building. Peace and bless to all y'all, man. And I'll catch y'all the same time tomorrow. And if you in the Discord, peace and blessing to you. And Frequent, even though you full of shit, you can come to the Discord, nigga. We just don't want to hear that Haney bullshit over there.
I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow.
Well, Ty said that you can't.
They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was close, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get the strike. And guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2, gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eating bullet for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple off straight go. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason.